Hey, today we're reviewing Rice Krispie treats of the cookies and cream flavor. Right here. And here's the box. See, you get 14 in the box. There are 90 calories per Rice Krispie square. It looks like your typical Rice Krispie, but you can see that there's some white frosting drizzled on the top and then a layer on the bottom from this image. There's also some kind of cookie crumbles. Looks like a chocolate type of cookie. And over here you can kind of see a picture of what looks like it's an off-brand Oreo. So it's like the cookie on the outside is what's been crumbled on top, and that frosting in the center, it's implied that that's what's drizzled on the top and has the layer forming the bottom. You can also see even around the edge of the Rice Krispie, it looks like there's a little bit of, kind of chocolate pieces. And then you've got a snap, crackle, and pop up there, applying the chocolate pieces and the frosting. Yeah, here this side, just the same thing, the 3 characters and another picture image of the product. Yeah, here's the nutritional facts. And over here you can see on the top the expiration date, which is listed as March 22nd, 2020. Alright, so I've already opened this, but go ahead and get out one of these to review the packaging here. So, on the front we've got, it's a blue, overall just blue foil packaging. There's a white heart on the front. It says "so much to love about." I guess you're meant to fill in the blank there. Again, nutritional facts individually labeled on each Rice Krispie square. Yeah, and yeah, I'm not sure this is a completely airtight seal on this. It seems like it's maybe leaking a little. You can tell the package is not too puffy. And the Rice Krispie itself is extremely thin. Looking at the image on the box, you might assume it's thicker. And I mentioned this last week on the review of the birthday cake Rice Krispie. This is almost exactly the same. It's just a thin, but this time I have a regular Rice Krispie, so we can actually compare the thickness. Here's a package of a regular Rice Krispie treat, original. Still blue. It's got the heart on it with the same thing, "so much to love about." But the blue is a little lighter of a shade. And here, let's compare the thickness. It's the same length, but then if I show you the thickness, clearly much thicker on the original Rice Krispie square. Let's put them both flat on the table, and you can see even more clearly. I mean, it's almost double the thickness. So if you're going into the store and you're thinking, 14 of this new flavor versus however many come in the original box, and you're comparing the prices, you may think that this is a good deal, but if you're not comparing based on ounce or weight, you need to consider that this is actually giving you a lot less Rice Krispie than this one, and by volume. But actually by calorie, you'll note these are both 90 calorie bars. So it must be those cookie pieces and the extra frosting added alongside this. It's just more calorically dense, thereby the volume of this is less, even though the calories are the same for both. So I'll go ahead and put this up. We're not reviewing this today. We're just doing the cookies and cream Rice Krispie. That was just to compare against this. So let's go ahead and open this up. Get a look at the actual product inside. Alright. So you can see again, there's a very light drizzling of frosting on the top. Not as much as as is shown on the box. Certainly a lot of little cookie pieces. They look pretty uniform, the cookie pieces, almost like chocolate chip shaped somewhat. Pretty small though, but definitely too uniform to have been actual an actual cookie that was crumbled on top at some point. This was pre-crumbled to a uniform size, particle size, and placed on top. And you can see, just like on the box, there's a few of them that make it to the edge of the Rice Krispie itself. Some of the drizzle actually reaches all the way from the top and rolls down to the bottom, and then you've got the bottom of the Rice Krispie where you've got the complete layer of frosting applied alongside there. And then even on the bottom, you can see there's still chocolate cookie pieces. So it seems like that's mixed throughout the entire Rice Krispie, perhaps. Yeah, so let's give this a try. Yeah. Yeah, the frosting certainly amps this up. Definitely makes it a sweeter treat. You can see on the inside there is in fact cookie pieces mixed throughout the Rice Krispie itself. And yeah, so I think the frosting adds a lot to this. It's definitely just your standard creamy type of tasting frosting. It's not legitimately what's in between Oreo cookies. It's that kind of harder kind of frosting. It's not as soft as what's between Oreos. It's not as hard as what's on top of Pop-Tarts, but it's somewhere in between, really. The cookie pieces, I'm not. They don't add much. They're honestly kind of stale. They have a chewiness to them. There's no crunch to the cookie pieces. I'm not sure if that hurts it or helps. Or maybe you just don't notice the crunch from them because there's a good amount of snap and crackle from the Rice Krispie treat itself. Because again, that's, even with all this added to it, that's the main flavor that you're getting. It's the original Rice Krispie flavor. Yeah, so overall, I mean, it's pretty good Rice Krispie. I'd say, I wouldn't get this every single time over the original, but it's a good, it's good to mix it up every once in a while. This is, you're not, sometimes I may still want to go back to the original Rice Krispie. They're also cheaper per square than what this comes out to. But, this is I think this is just an interesting take on it. So, overall, pretty good. So, go on to the next part of this review, which is to freeze a few of these for future reviews. So we're just going to package these, some airtight plastic wrap and aluminum foil, and yeah. All right. Just gonna do a double layer of each on these. Alright, and let's get in the freezer Ziploc bag. And seal it up. Alright. And here on the packaging, it's labeled today's date, October 1st, 2019. The contents inside, a cookies and cream Rice Krispie, and the number of years to be frozen until being reviewed again, 15 years. So, next one to be frozen. All right. And again, we've got the date on the package, October 1st, 2019. The name of the product being reviewed, cookies and cream Rice Krispie, and number of years until being reviewed again, 25 years. The next one, be frozen. And here again, we've got the date, today's date, October 1st, 2019, the contents inside, a cookies and cream Rice Krispie, and the number of years to be frozen, 35 years. So that's all three that we're going to read for future reviews. So we'll see how those hold up to long-term freezing and storage, and see how the review of that same product fares 15, 25, and 35 years from now. So, be sure to subscribe, stick around, and see how the next review of this Rice Krispie cookies and cream treat goes 15 years from now. So yeah, thanks again for watching.